know the real problem with COPPA? It's essentially saying that your intentions don't matter, that the rule of law itself essentially doesn't matter, and that the First Amendment effectively doesn't matter. Sound extreme? Let me explain. First off, I'm going to lay this out there, my content isn't targeted to kids. At all. The games I play, even the kid-friendly ones, are games that I chose to play for myself. Matter of fact, 13 to 17 is the minority among my audience. There are more people in the 30s and 40s watching. The wording in COPPA seems deliberately vague so that the FTC can essentially take out whoever they want for whatever reason they want. The problem with that is that it seems to effectively go against our rule of law that says you're innocent until proven guilty. They don't appear to be following that. They're essentially saying that they get to decide if your content is kid-targeted or not. They're not required to prove it either. By implementing government-backed penalties based on your artistic expression, this is a blatant and clear-cut violation of the First Amendment since it's punishing you for expressing your free speech. I'm sorry, I thought this was the United States where it was a given that such things were protected. It's not targeted at kids when I play a Zelda or a Mario game. All that means is that I felt like playing a Zelda or a Mario game. Who are you to decide that it was targeted to kids? Hell, most of the games I play on my channel are very bloody, violent games. I once made an inside joke to myself that I should be called the Doom Junkie with how much I play Doom mods around here. Honestly, if the FTC actually goes through with it, they decide that someone's video was kid-targeted when it clearly wasn't, I hope that person finds the resources to drag it into the Supreme Court. This sets an extremely dangerous precedent and undermines our very liberties. I don't say that because I'm worried the FTC will go after my video game videos. This goes much deeper than that. It's essentially them saying if they interpret your artistic expression the wrong way, they get to punish you for it. That doesn't exactly sound like a country that values free liberties like speech and expression. That to me sounds like certain countries like NK. I also find it funny how the FTC says animation is for kids. There's a certain subsection of anime that I'm sure some of you will be familiar with. It begins with an H and it rhymes with Bengai. I'm sure you'll understand what I'm talking about. So FTC, are you going to say that's for kids? How about Family Guy or South Park? My avatar is a Metroid that parasitically attaches itself to people's heads, by default the Scout from Team Fortress 2. I'm sure the FTC would just love to label TF2 as being for kids, even though it's extremely gruesome and gets into adult humor a lot. You see how ridiculous this is? Bright colors and cartoony animations don't make something for kids. Now, I could see if it was something like Nick Jr. If you've got someone making a video that takes place in a preschool-looking studio with kid actors and puppets singing about the ABCs, that's very blatantly for kids. The problem is that the gray area is a massive ocean, most notably the gaming community, and I think the FTC better think long and hard if they're going to even think about going after that community. I've personally marked my channel as not made for kids, because it's not. If the FTC wants to say any of my videos are targeted to kids, they'll have to prove specifically that anyone who isn't a kid wouldn't be interested, and good luck with that. For the record, and I'll say it again, my content isn't for kids, and I'll be happy if YouTube decides to not put any of my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Honestly, you would think that app would resolve all these problems, since you're supposed to be 13 and up to use the mainline YouTube in the first place. If that won't stop kids, then having spicy content won't stop them either. Keep in mind that a lot of kids are perfectly happy watching PewDiePie drop F-bombs while playing Call of Duty. Do you think that's for kids? Until the day comes that data mining is gone for good, you won't ever stop it from potentially happening to kids, and COPPA is going to do nothing to protect them. You ask me, this boils down to fear-mongering and power plays. That's just my humble little opinion, though. Let me know what you all think of this in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time!